Today, I'm going to show you 5 of the best Samsung apps and give you a few reasons why you should be using them. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. I've compiled a list of my 5 favorite Samsung apps. I'm going to show you why you need to use them. First one we're going to start with is the gallery. Now, the gallery is, for me, I think a perfect representation of how Samsung makes their apps. They are so good at making apps that are functional, practical, and with a nice, easy-to-use user interface. And that's the part of the gallery I want to begin with, the UI. Particularly with One UI 8.5, Samsung have completely refreshed the UI of the gallery. You've now got these floating menus, which kind of sit above the actual app itself, and you can kind of almost see through them. There's a little bit of blur about it with the colors fading in behind it, and this gives you a real snappy way of changing between all of the features and the headings that you've got down the bottom there. Add to that too, that they've now added those floating elements into things like the search bar and the 3-dot menu, and just gives it a much better, fresher UI to go along with the good feature set that it's got. Part of that feature set that I really appreciate is this one here, collections. Switching to the collections tab, you immediately see it's broken down by section. So you've got like stories at the top here, you've got screenshots down the bottom, you've got people and pets, you've got locations, and you've also got activity. So it's got shot types here and whether they've been edited or whether they're AI edited. And then you can easily choose the type of photo that you're looking for and go from there. Stories, for example, it will auto-create stories based off things that you've done. So this one's here, Memories of Broadbeach. Took some photos and video down at the Socceroos game at the casino the other morning, and then that day as well, and some of my friends' photos from WhatsApp have landed in there too. But then it's got other ones here that it's sort of created from previous memories that it's put to music and created a story. But I can also create my own story. So if I want to scroll along here and go to Sydney, it'll search for things from Sydney and it'll auto-populate a story, add some music to it, and give me a story based off that location that I've typed in. And I can type in sort of a lot of different things and it'll pull together from the gallery any sort of location tags or any keywords, and it'll add it in. And if I go to menu and go to settings and I go to about gallery, if I tap on the gallery version number a number of times, it will bring up something called Gallery Labs. So you can see that down the bottom there. When you go into Gallery Labs, what you'll see here is a whole bunch of what Samsung call non-official functions. So these are things that are designed for internal test, whatever. A lot of them actually are fully fleshed out features that they've either removed and moved into here for some reason, I'm not sure. But you can go back in and you can actually customize the gallery to suit you. The one that I really appreciate is all the way down here in One UI 2's menu for Gallery Labs. That's timeline in album. Turn this on, so then when you go into an album where you've got photos, it'll break it down by timeline, as opposed to needing to break it down just by, well, there would be no breaking down. At least now there's a timeline where you can scroll between nice and easy. And then when you do scroll down, you have all the dates present at the top there. Much better. The next app I'm going to talk about is Reminder. This app is great. Samsung's Reminder is baked into a lot of Samsung's functions on the phone, and I'll show you them in a moment. I want to start with how you can actually set reminders. When you hit Add Reminder here, you've got the option to set it by date or location. So location's great because you could pick a place that you've pre-selected and added into your Reminders app, and you can say, whenever I get home, remind me to take the bins out. Or whenever I get to the supermarket, when I arrive, or even when I leave, remind me to pick up milk. So it's just a great way of being able to set locations and then set reminders based on arriving or leaving those locations. But reminders are also baked into Samsung's operating system. So if I go into my Edge panels here and I go to find it, I've got the Reminders Edge panel, which means I can add reminders directly from the Edge panel without having to even go into the app. Or I can hit the reminder button and it takes me through to the app itself. You've also got the option to add in reminder widgets. So if I go into the widgets section and I scroll down and find reminder, you'll see a whole bunch of different reminder widgets that you can integrate into your home screen as well. And of course, it's voice activated. So I can just say, "Hi Bixby, remind me to take out the bins next week."
I'll remind you to take out the bins next Monday.
Great. Another Samsung app that's absolutely worth diving into if you're not using it already is my files. Potentially the strongest app Samsung make on here because it's pretty central to everything you need to do. Just going to turn privacy display off. Didn't even notice, I bet. Something I'm really starting to appreciate with how my files works at the moment is if I go into a folder that I know has documents, you can see there that it's actually giving me a little AI summary of what's inside that document. So this just has a name of scan. Who knows what that could be? But it says there it's assembly instructions for glass boards with product codes and hardware details. Great. Or this one here, a guide detailing the structure and programs of the FQ Academy in Queensland. Again, not straightforward based off the title, but it gives you that based on the fact that it's pulled the information and given me a summary. Great new feature. Love it being part of my files. The next part that I'm really appreciating or have always appreciated about my files is the external storage section. And it's not the fancy new features like storage share that just been sort of added and revamped. It's the stuff that's been there for a while. The fact you can integrate your Google Drive and your OneDrive storage and you can see and access it directly from here. You click on it, it takes you through. You've got access to all those files directly from your My Files app without having to go into the separate app itself. Way better because it just means you can go straight into it. I really like and appreciate that. And My Files allows you to open 2 versions of the app. So if I go into my apps edge, drag my files down into the bottom, I now have 2 versions of My Files open. You might be wondering why you need to do that. Well, let's say, for example, you wanted to drag something from one folder to the next. I will just go to Docs here and drag this into the download folder. It's then going to move it from here up to there. And I don't have to go around and find the folder structure. I can just drag and drop and it's done. Next big Samsung app that I'm going to tell you to use is Samsung Notes. What a great app. Again, one of Samsung's strongest and is cross-platform because you can get it working on Windows if you know what you're doing. But why I love using Samsung Notes, there's a couple of reasons. One of them is Galaxy AI. So if I go here and I find a script for a video and I want to maybe condense it or summarize it, I can hit the Galaxy AI button at the top here and it gives me some options. So I can either auto format it, I can either summarize it, or I've got some other ones regarding with spelling and grammar, translate. There's a new one there, Creative Studio, made video about that. You can go check it out. But summarize, perfect example. It will just take that text that has been wrote down and then create a little dot point summary over what it is. You can even expand it out should you want to make it longer, but it's just great that you then have that and you can either replace it or add it to a new note. Gives you that flexibility. The other part of Samsung Notes that I really like is the folder structure. The fact that I can have folders and then subfolders and then subfolders within those folders. Then I can color code those folders. And then I can also create new folders within there and have more colors attached to them. It just gives you that sort of neatness and that organization that a Notes app should have. And it's clean and it's visual. It's not hiding anywhere. You can just press the 3 menu button there and you've got all your folder structure that you can see. And then you've also got the visual of it there too. And another part that is only really relevant to S Pen devices is that the S Pen. The fact that you can pop the S Pen out and you have a notepad and a pen on your phone screen without needing to bring something else with you is great. Yes, it is. And the last one, and I feel silly that I even have to say it, it's GoodLock. GoodLock is by far Samsung's best app, and it's the number one reason why a lot of people stick to the platform because they give you all of this customization in an app that has all these modules, and you have control. You don't have to use any of them. You can only use one of them should you want to. And they're all just in here, ready for you to go, ready for you to use. Whether you want to make customizations through HomeUp and change how your animations appear on the home screen, you can do that. Or you can go really extreme and theme out your entire phone with Theme Park. And that means you have complete customization control over things like your quick panel, over things like your keyboard, over your icons, your volume panel. That's all in here, ready for you to be able to customize if you want to. Or if you just want to do something really, really simple, like jump into here and turn on a toggle inside Multistar, you've got the toggles in there to be able to do that. Samsung give you those options through GoodLock, and it's your choice if you want to use it. So they are Samsung's apps that I think you should be using. Some of my favorite ones. Let me know if you want to deep dive into any of them or look a little bit further into some of them. There's even other ones that I didn't even cover, things like the browser, things like Samsung Flow, things like Samsung Cloud, which has some great features too. Make sure you hit subscribe to SamMobile TV. Plenty of content planned with lots of exciting upcoming stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.